First things first, yes, I'm declaring.
How pumped are you guys for the Rose Bowl, Urban's last game, for all of you?
We're really pumped for it. It's something as young kids, it's something you play on NCAA. And so it's something that you always want to be a part of. And that we get the chance to be in it, it's important. And seeing Coach Meyer on the right, send him out the right way is also important to us as well.
Definitely. Like JD said, growing up, this is definitely a game that, you dream of playing in, and for us to have that opportunity is huge. Obviously, we like to send Coach Meyer out the right way and also send the seniors out the right way. So we're very excited.
Yeah, same thing pretty much. This last game of the season will go off on the right note. Most importantly, have fun and enjoy the moment, especially for these older guys. Last time I get to play with them, so I'm really just excited to be able to play in the Rose Bowl.
Does the Rose Bowl mean anything to you guys in comparison to how other bowl games may stack up?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
You still have to go out and win the game. It's just not another BS moment. You have to go out there and be prepared, because if you don't, you get embarrassed.
Obviously, you guys are the leaders of this team. Parris, as you look at this club, how focused is this club right now? And it's almost like this season has been the season of distractions.
Yeah. I think we're very focused. Obviously, we don't play the game tomorrow. We're working our way up. We have different phases. Phase 1 is over, which is, development. Phase 2 is game plan, and we're starting that next week. But I think as this time, wears down and we get closer to the game, I think the focus will become more intent. But this group is just enjoying each other right now, enjoying, the older guys, enjoying Coach Meyer, and enjoying this, the last couple of moments we have together. So.
Hey, Dwayne, despite all the distractions, I guess you call them off the field, you guys were 12-1. You guys shattered school records. You personally shattered a lot of records, Heisman finalists. Just reflect on how you guys were able to do that despite some of the distractions.
Yeah, we're not done breaking records yet, though. But
sure.
But honestly, it's been a lot of fun dealing with these guys. I remember when I was a young pup, and these guys were the older guys getting me ready for practice and for games. And it's been a lot of growth and experience over the last season or this season, and it's been a lot of fun to be able to go out there and play every Saturday despite all the distractions, despite all the things going on off the field. But on the field, we had a blast.
Dwayne, you've been fun to watch, and we kind of watched you grow up before us, and obviously having these older guys around helped you a lot. People are talking about, where you could go when this bowl game's over. Have you thought about that? Have you talked about your family? Because, let's face it, everyone's goal is to play at the next level. Where's your mind right now?
Yeah, right now I'm focused on Washington. Of course, NFL talk is there, and everybody hears it, and that's just a blessing to be a part of. And it's been a dream come true. But as far as making a decision, I haven't made one yet. Still got a lot of time here left at Ohio State. And just taking it day by day, making a decision after the bowl game. So I just want to be fully divided and make sure I give my guys everything I can give over the last couple of days of practice and the last few weeks of the season, and I send Coach Meyer off on the right note.
How hard would it be to walk away from here, though?
No, extremely hard. But, it's been a dream of mine to play here for a long time. And, it's been a blessing to be a part of this team, part of this university, part of my teammates. And, it'll definitely be a hard decision to make. But I'm just excited to finish out the season strong.
Guys, kind of going off of Dave's question, you guys are 12-1. All those records you guys have broken. You won your conference. You're going to play in the Rose Bowl, all that. But it's not going to end in a national championship. Do you think that maybe the college football playoff has diluted what is considered a successful out of what has been considered a success? Do you guys consider this a successful season, even though it's not going to?
Most definitely. Yeah. Obviously, the college football playoff is set, and we around here we don't discredit to the committee because ultimately, our season is in our hands, and obviously, we had a hiccup where we took a loss at Purdue. Ultimately that's in our hands. No one controlled our season but ourselves. So, but we're Big Ten champs. I think people kind of forget that. We take that very serious. That's our number one goal all season, and we accomplished that. And we're going to finish out the season successful, hopefully with a Rose Bowl. So.
I'm sure one of you guys, in one way, shape, or form, were asked this, but kind of what Taylor just said, and with Urban's announcement, does playing in this game and with his announcement kind of add a little more juice, though, to playing in the Rose Bowl, and considering the fact that it's the, the granddaddy of them all?
Yeah, of course. you know, it means more for these guys, and of course it means a lot to me. But it's the 5th year. You know, last game as a Buckeye, and to have Coach Meyer come in our house, recruit us, and since we were sophomores in high school, you know, I just want to send them on the right note. You know, it helps that it's in California, helps that it's the Rose Bowl, helps that it's granddaddy of them all. You know, I grew up watching Troy Smith play USC, not Troy Smith, sorry, Vince Young, and I mean, it's just a great game, a lot of history there, and we're glad to be a part of it.
We're just going to pull the receivers out. Anyone who wants to talk to the receivers, just come on out here.
You got to lead me? All right.
So everybody stay with Dwayne.
My quarterback.
My quarterback, man.
We know Urban's one of the most successful coaches in college football history. Having played for him, why is he that? Why has Urban Meyer been such a successful head coach?
I feel like he's been a successful head coach just because of like his program, just for him to be able to instill a lot of great things, whether it's with academics or weight room or just our culture, and for him to be able to sustain that with every recruiting class that comes in here, and that no matter who's here, the culture never changes. So definitely people come in and make it better, or add a positive element to it. But for him to be so consistent over his coaching career, it's a testament how much work he puts in and how much it means to him.
What is Ryan Day going? You've obviously experienced Ryan Day as a head coach for 3 games, or actually for a month and a half.
Yeah.
What's going to be different under the Ryan Day regime from your vantage point? What will be different compared to Urban Meyer?
I feel like a lot of it will be the same. There's a difference between just from the 3 games we had with Coach Day, just a little bit more professionalism. I'm not saying that Coach Meyer wasn't a professionalist, but from Coach Day being an NFL background, it was more so you had to do what your responsibility, and he held you accountable, and Coach Meyer held you accountable too. But it's just a little different. I feel like both did a great job coaching us this year, and I'm excited for Coach Day's term.
You get the sense that Urban's going to let you have fun out there. It's the trip to California. Maybe some guys haven't been. It's more than just a business trip, right?
Yeah, I've been to LA before. There's a lot of stuff to do, but we're there to play in the bowl game, so that's the main focus.
Dwayne, you mentioned the NFL and Ryan Day having experience in the NFL. It seems like that's been a big selling point with recruiting when it comes to Ohio State, as Urban Meyer knows how to get you guys to the next level. Do you feel like Ryan Day's NFL experience helps continue that?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I just feel like we have a lot of NFL background coaches, as far as Coach Johnson with the defensive line and Coach Giano, and Hartline played in the NFL, and then you have Coach Mick, who's coached a ton of first-round draft picks, and it just helps to have a whole bunch of insight in this university and this program with people that have dealt with NFL players, dealt with NFL coaches, and some have been in the NFL, like Coach Davis and a few other people. So it helps to have a lot of different information as far as trying to get there to the NFL. You come to Ohio State, ultimately play in the NFL, but they definitely develop you for that situation. I feel like Coach Day would do a great job.
What would you want incoming players to know about Ryan Day? I mean, he's never been a head coach before outside of those 3 games. I mean, what would you tell someone coming to Ohio State the first time about Ryan Day?
Yeah, just Coach Day comes to work every day, and he comes with a lot of intensity, a lot of energy. Makes you want to practice, makes you want to play for him. And then he's not only that great coach, he's a great person, family man. I love his kids. His wife is awesome, and he definitely does a great job making you feel like you're a part of his family, make you feel like you're a son. And he's always going to do his best to make sure that you're good, and that's what I like about Coach Day.
What have people told you about the Rose Bowl? What do you know about it?
I mean, I know a few things. Like a couple of people that played in the history of it. I've been to a couple camps and played or practiced in the Rose Bowl, and it's beautiful. Pasadena's beautiful, and people were telling me how many people can fill out the stadium and everything like that. I watched the Georgia-Oklahoma game last year at the Rose Bowl, so it's going to be a lot of fun playing in it, and I'm excited for it.
But you slung it around in there before?
Yeah.
What was that for?
Just a while ago. Like, I was a kid, and I used to go to some camps, work out there, and it was just like a good experience. But I could throw it anywhere, so it doesn't matter.
How old were you?
I was like 10, 11 years old.
Who was it run by?
I think it was Clarkson, Steve Clarkson.
Okay.
You mentioned that approach with Coach Day. I mean, where did that kind of NFL background that everybody's talking about help you most in your development with him, maybe on that one-on-one relationship this year?
Yeah, it's accountability. Coach Day would tell me to watch an hour of film, and if I didn't watch an hour of film, he would know. So whether it was with playbook or it was with protections or anything such as that. Like he gave me an assignment, he expected me to do it to the best of my ability, and that's just the expectation in the NFL that he brought to our locker room.
Was it more so it's more of a, maybe like a business-like approach to the position?
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to hold your hand. It's probably a better way to explain it. You know, in college, you know, coaches do a lot of like texting, checking up on you. Coach Day, you know, doesn't really do that. You know, he expects you to do what you have to do, and it shouldn't be if I feel like it or not. And you know, he does a great job with that.
What do fans need to know about Corey Dennis? I know I get asked that a lot. I think you mentioned earlier he's kind of your personal quarterbacks coach while Coach Day was the head coach. What do people need to know about Coach Dennis?
Yeah, definitely a young, inspiring coach. He soaks up a lot of information. He's very resourceful as far as if I need to know a clip I need to watch in practice or send me notes from practice. And he's always a phone call away. And he did a great job this season with coming and watching film with me on Mondays. You know, we would watch film after practice. We would call each other after practice, and you know, he always did a great job checking up on me. And I feel like he's gonna be a good coach one day too.
Why do you think you've been so good at handling distractions and not worrying about the draft, etc.?
Yeah.
How have you gotten pretty good? You've heard enough questions about it, or?
Yeah, I mean, I always felt like my parents did a great job of raising me and knowing that I have to be in the now, and that of course it's great to have a future plan and know how to get to where you want to be, but it takes work to get there. So just to be considered for the NFL or to be considered a top quarterback on the board, just been working at this since I was 8 years old. So right now I'm a Ohio State quarterback, and that's where I want to be, and that's what I'm going to do, and that's what I'm going to practice with. And I'm not worried about being the first pick or worrying about being the first quarterback taken, because that'll all come in due time. So right now, I was just focused on winning the Rose Bowl for Coach.
Dwayne, you've made it clear that you're going to play in this game, but that conversation of guys potentially skipping bowl games if they're going on to the NFL, do you think that's different for a quarterback? Do you think it's viewed differently for the quarterback position?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like it is because, you know, as a quarterback, you're leader of the team. You know, your guys rally around you. Why would you want to play in a game, especially in a game like this? There was no doubt in my mind I was going to play in a game or not, and I was surprised people asked me that question. But, you know, people do skip bowl games nowadays, and it's different for a quarterback because, for one, you know, the offense revolves around you. Secondly, the game plan's revolved around you. I go into Woody every day to talk to Coach about the game plan every week, and, you know, I wouldn't feel right if I didn't play in it, so I had to play.
Is that perception, you know, fair or not, I guess, for a quarterback, is that in your mind at all as you made the decision to play in this game, that you don't want people to have that ammo against you and say, oh, you didn't play in the Rose Bowl?
Not necessarily an ammo. I really wouldn't care what people would say if I didn't want to play in the game or not, because people are going to have their opinion anyway. But, you know, as far as playing for my teammates, playing for Coach, playing for Coach Day and the rest of the coaching staff, like, there was no doubt that I wouldn't play in the game because I love those guys and I would do anything for them. So, you know, I can do the best I can to help win that game. I was going to be a part of it.